Okay. Engage me in conversation.
I'm leaving that in. Hey, Adam, how are you doing today?
I'm okay, man. That's,
Just okay?
day 2 of heartbreak.
You pretty sad?
I'm pretty sad, yeah. I got my heart broken yesterday.
By somebody you never even met or something?
Uh-huh. I cat personed a lady.
You like the fucking... Do you call her a whore?
No, I was going to, but then they invented Headspace.
You stole my fucking joke. Piece of shit.
I didn't understand any of that. Like, what is cat person?
Blake, you're not here
Shut
yet.
the fuck up during the cold open. You didn't read.
I thought you were telling me a joke.
You didn't read Cat Person? It was in the.
Oh yeah.
He
I was
cat personed a
thinking
woman.
catfish.
Yeah.
So he.
Does that just mean you called her a
she
whore?
was she was way out of his league, but
Yeah.
she talked to him anyway.
I was
And then he became under the guise that they might actually date, and then she's like, "No, I don't think so."
Is
and then
this
he
a
called
true
her
story?
a whore.
Yeah.
You really called her a whore?
No, I didn't call her a whore because I've been doing my sadness meditation.
He's been doing meditations. See, the thing about the story cat person, it was written before Headspace was an app.
What's Headspace?
It's a meditation app.
Oh.
It's like talking to a fucking grandpa.
What's
His
cat
mother,
person?
you old ass, don't even know what Headspace is.
I have been sad, but I'm trying to stay busy, and I watched this movie. the
Oh,
other
tell me
day.
about it. I love movies.
Now, is this going to be a joke? I just want to hear a joke.
We're not doing jokes. We're having a conversation.
What's your
this is
favorite-
the cold open.
What's your favorite thing about movies, Jason?
I love the acting.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the set design.
Oh.
This movie was called Disobedience. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see Disobedience.
Yeah.
It's about children.
Is it a real movie?
You didn't see Disobedience? It's about like a.
What is it?
It's not.
I haven't seen it
this
either.
community. Well, let me fucking tell you about it.
Okay.
It's this Jewish community. They're not Hasidic.
That's why I didn't see it.
But they're like super Orthodox. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And the rabbi dies, and his daughter, who his
You know, would be a fan of that.
Adolf Hitler.
Yeah. We have chemistry, dude. If I was if I was that cat person lady, I'd fuck you.
Thanks, Jason.
Adolf.
Um,
No one has ever pronounced his name like that. Adolf. Hitler.
Can we please do the cold open? Like, we're really
You're
happy.
not supposed to be here
We're
yet,
really
Blake.
happy you
Oh,
came
okay.
here. This guy,
I'm happy too.
like, if this guy
Now
was
on with the joke.
if this guy was hosting SNL, he'd walk out too early.
Walk out in the opening sketch like, hey everybody.
If he was hosting SNL, the band would still be playing, and he'd walk out. It's like, hold on, you're supposed to wait till we get halfway through the song. He's the host. He comes out first.
No, they do the cold open.
Oh yeah, that's right. Don Pardo does the cold open.
The whole reason Lorne Michael says he invented the term cold open.
Really?
Yeah, I disagree though. I think I did. So
Well.
the rabbi dies.
Oh.
His daughter has been like estranged from the community.
Why?
She's like, well, it's because she's gay, actually.
Ugh.
Jason.
I don't want to see this.
No, it's
First there's Jews, now it's gay people.
it's an okay movie.
I don't believe you.
The lady, so she comes back for her father's funeral, but she had a love affair when she was
Why
younger.
she gotta be gay?
It's really integral to the movie.
Oh, okay.
Because she had a love affair with this other woman who's married to the guy that's going to become the new rabbi when she was younger. And it's really
Can
uncomfortable.
you draw this out
because
on a map?
Jewish people hate
Can you map
gay
this out on a
people.
whiteboard?
This just sounds like a boring movie so far.
It wasn't great.
The star rating keeps going down every time.
The lady comes back to town, and she
What's her name?
Yael or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Is that like a gay name?
I thought it was a Jewish name. This was supposed to be homophobic, and it's coming across as anti-Semitic.
You want to start over?
No, I think that's where we live anyway. But my point is, she comes back and she wrecks this guy's marriage because she starts fucking his wife and stuff.
Again?
And it's like that's like the hero. They're like the heroes of the story.
Yeah.
But imagine, what if that lady who came back to town was a guy?
And she fucked.
What if a man came to town and fucked the rabbi's wife. That wouldn't be a hero. That'd be a bad guy.
Oh.
In fact, what if a man came to town and had sex with the rabbi's husband? Way better movie.
You wrote such a long joke about a movie that no one has ever heard of. Is it even a real movie?
It's real. It's like I don't remember.
I could write that movie.
Well, you can't now.
Pretty basic.
It's been done.
That movie sucks.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Disobedience.
It was
So
back
they're
when
heroes for being gay.
Good movie,
Yeah.
better joke.
You know what happened to me is I had a girlfriend and she cheated on me with a woman. Everyone thought she was a hero because it was gay pride. So that movie is about my life. I'm also Jewish.
Are you Jewish?
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
I'm Jewish in the way that Adam is Jewish.
You're not gonna leave, are you?
Wait, really?
I'm Jewish in the same way Adam is Jewish.
You both converted to Judaism? Started a podcast?
We're just faking it
yeah.
to try and make it in show business or something. I have no idea what his goal was. I'm just copying
I
him.
just wanted to be closer to God.
Is that really why?
Mm-hmm.
And you thought Judaism.
Why did you pick the name Leibowitz?
It means it's like son of Judah. Judah's the lion, and Leba's like lion. It's also,
Why'd you go back to Boughton?
I was scared that fascism had come to America, and I needed to join the fascist team.
He's like, the Jews aren't going to be running this soon. I better join the other team.
I have no further questions.
So that's cue the theme song, right?
Yeah, I'm real disappointed in that intro.
We were watching Robocop, and we thought it was a really good movie. Then we were watching Robocop 3, and we thought there should be a Robocop 2. Robocop 2, Robocop 2, Robocop 2, Robocop 2.
Action.
Hey, Robocopulators, Adam Boughton here from the television show.
Wait, this is a podcast.
From
Sorry to
the
correct you
internet
immediately.
broadcast, Robocop 2 with Adam and Jason. Tell them what they won, Jason.
Hey, folks, you're on the podcast with Adam and Jason. Listen, we got Blake Burkhart on this episode.
Blake Burkhart.
Ever heard of him?
Blake gets me every fucking time. Blake Burkhart is a good friend of Jason's, and we have a mutual friend, Blake and I, named Bobby Condon.
Future guest of the show if we can get him.
It's 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. I stayed up all night editing the podcast, and I'm still not happy with the levels.
For no reason.
Yeah. Jason slept the whole time.
I slept for a couple hours. I'm out of it, man. Listen, come to our live show May 8th. Wait. Check out Blake's podcast.
Oh, yeah, Blake Burkhart is the guest on the show. We have several mutual friends on Facebook.com. I'd say upwards of 140.
Check out his podcast, Blake and Bobby Go to the Movies. Check out his show, Comedians You Should Know. Suck my fat cock. And go to our live show on May 8th.
If you come to the live show, you're going to get a bit of news that everybody really wants to receive in their inbox, but you can only get it live. You can come to the show and you can see who is the winner of the podcast.
That's right. All the guests from last season and this season.
Including Blake Burkhart, this episode's guest, and his partner in crime, Robert Condon.
Robert Conda is technically up for winner of the podcast. He was a guest last season.
He was a guest last season, and we really, really hope we can get him again. Enjoy the episode, but before you do, buy a big can of Pepsi. Man.
You want to do another one?
Hey, we're here. No, I don't want to do another one.
I thought it was
I
fun.
was happy with it.
Blake, stop talking. We're going to do another one.
No, he wants to do this because we kind of tortured Nikki with cold opens yesterday. That's the only joke I got.
All right, well, you gave it away.
You want to
so I
hear a
don't wanna
joke,
do it
Blakey?
anymore.
Yeah.
If you think the New York Times is a liberal rag, you should see the Shroud of Turin.
Does that make any sense to you?
No, but it's just funny. I don't get it at all, but I think I kind of get it, and I love it.
You know how I love crazy women? It's like kind of like I date two different kinds of women. Bipolar 1 and bipolar 2.
Hey, we're here with Blake Burkhart. He's a producer of Comedians You Should Know, the greatest show in the greatest city. And he used to be...
The second fact loses water. The first fact is not true.
And in something like 20...
Vice versa.
In something like 2015, we were best friends, and now we're friendly acquaintances.
Aw.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that, guys?
Do you have a third
We were
Blake?
never really best friends.
I was his best friend.
Who was your best friend?
Jim Kiley.
Oh,
Great guy.
you know him?
He's my best friend too. Yeah.
Oh, really? Who's Jim Kiley's best friend?
You.
Yeah, it's been you the whole time.
I never met him.
There's a real love triangle going on here.
Speaking of love triangles, you hear about?
Do you want to speak about it?
You ever hear about this movie Disobedience?
I heard it's great.
You want to do you guys each want to take a swing at my disobedience joke?
Swing.
I
at
love
it.
the joke. I just wish wasn't so long and it was about a movie I've heard of.
I wish it was longer, about a more esoteric movie.
I think it was just under promoted.
See, you can't make everyone happy. That's the role of comedy.
The lady,
Yeah.
one of the ladies was a well-known actress. I don't know. They all look the same to me. Not Jews, women.
All women look the same to you.
You know what? That's the thing. They say everyone looks the same. They think you're a racist, but really, you're all about equality.
Right.
Of looks.
Everyone looks exactly the same.
Equality of looks.
That's what's that thing called where people like can't distinguish faces?
I think it's just facial blindness.
Yeah, that's crazy. That would be pretty insane to have that.
Is it like what's Sophia's Choice about? Do you think that has anything to do with
Sophie's Choice.
that? Oh shit.
They call her Sophie.
Isn't that
though,
about-
don't they?
That's about which kid she keeps.
Yeah, and she keeps the boy.
Is
Oh
it
shit!
just-
I shouldn't have spoiled that. No. It's that lady everyone likes until recently, Meryl Streep.
Oh, why don't they like her anymore?
Donald Trump called her a dumb whore on the internet.
That's true.
and the nation turned against her. Took back her Oscars.
What do you want to tell Blakey about what happened to you earlier today?
Is this like a new segment?
Yeah.
We only do segments on the show, so you have to name
We'll
it.
do the first segment. It'll be called Jason's Adventures. Cue the theme song.
Jason's Adventures.
When Jason was a boy, he used to go on adventures. These are Jason's adventures.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm feeling embarrassed and ashamed of myself. I have no confidence right now, Blake, so it's hard to do the podcast because my roommate caught me masturbating earlier.
Is that true?
Right where you're sitting.
Nope, right where you're sitting.
I don't care.
Oh, in the recliner.
I'm
That's a good session.
I'm sex positive, so I'll sit in anybody's puddle of.
I masturbated
Is that like that door leads
to
like?
the laundry.
Oh, is that how he caught you?
He knocked, but he didn't wait.
Did he see you, or
I don't know.
you were just like
alright.
1 second, and then
I
of
masturbate
course
with a
you
woman
could
on
only
the-
be doing one thing.
I
You what?
masturbate with a woman on the internet.
What do you mean by
The
that?
girl I'm talking
It's
to
like Skype sex.
who lives far away.
Oh, do you do
It's-
that?
it's not-
Skype
I am
sex?
now. I met this girl recently.
It's not
That's what we do.
It's
She lives
not
far away.
proper masturbation.
It's like free cam girl.
It's got to be a lady on the internet. You
Through
don't know
Facebook
who
Live.
had sex
It
with
is a
her.
girl you really are kind
Through
of like
Facebook
seeing, though?
Messenger. Yeah, we're talking, but she lives far
and
away.
you both masturbate and film it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's
I've
really
never done
cool.
anything like that.
And the best part is we do it through Facebook Messenger, so Mark can watch.
It's like a 3-way.
See, that's how you do that joke.
Yeah, guess who wrote that joke and told it yesterday.
So is the story true?
The story's true.
Story
The
is
story's
true.
from today, and my instinct was not to cover my dick, but to hide her naked body, because I'm very protective of women.
Jason told me he'd been masturbating with a lady on the internet yesterday. Or we hang
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
we hang out socially sometimes, so he might have told me before that. But I've been talking to a woman on the phone, and I asked her.
This is Adam's Adventures.
I asked her. Cue the theme song.
When Adam was a girl, she used to go on adventures. These are Adam's adventures.
So Jason, I got all horned up hearing about Jason gets to jerk off in front of a lady.
It's so awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's really turning me on too.
Oh, she's so beautiful. You want to see?
And
Yeah, let me see her masturbate.
so I've been talking to
I
this
don't have any
lady
pictures of her masturbating
for a
because I
couple of
respect
weeks,
women.
and her plans fell through last night. So we were talking on the phone pretty late, like about it was like 2 here and midnight. She's in LA, and I asked her if she wanted to have phone sex.
You asked her?
if she wanted to go up to her hotel room and have phone sex with me, and she said no.
Oh, she is pretty.
And then she hung up on me and went on a date.
Really?
Yes.
How do you feel?
Tinder's hard.
Adam, you're really
How do you
bumming me
feel?
out, Adam. That's the saddest story I've ever heard in my life.
That was Adam's Adventures.
I feel like you guys are living like 10 years in the future. Like you're both trying to have like cyber sex and shit.
This guy just had sex with a lady.
Maybe
analog.
you're living in the past, Grandpa.
Maybe.
We're living right now.
I can't imagine doing.
You got Facebook
that.
Messenger?
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I thought you used to do some pretty shady shit when you were single.
Shady? What do you mean by that?
No phone or Skype
You never did
stuff?
anything
No.
like in an alley or something?
Oh, yeah. That's different.
Do you ever have sex in an alley?
Yeah.
I had sex in
Really?
some...
I shouldn't be saying. When I was young, yeah.
That sounds so gross, man. Just
Yeah.
like up against the wall.
What are you talking about? That sounds great.
An alley?
No, you lay down in the.
You lay down in the dumpster
Yeah.
so no one can
I laid
see
in
you.
a puddle. There's like a gentleman in an old-timey movie, like lays down his coat in a puddle. You have to lay your body down and let the lady be on top so she doesn't get dirty.
I always. What?
And then you go to the bar together after, and you
Yeah.
just got the back of you.
Everyone sees how dirty you are, and they're like, Burkhart got laid.
What does that
They'll high five you.
Yeah, they high five.
What does that guy do with his coat after he puts it in the puddle for the lady?
That's one of the things that was probably in like one movie, and then everyone is like, remember when they used to do that? You know?
Like
Like it's
singing
not
in the
like
rain
a
or
common
some
thing.
shit.
Yeah.
But like, you
Meanwhile,
put
I just
it in
had
the
my
car?
lady walk around.
There's
the
no
puddle.
way anyone really did that in real life, ever.
Well, you see something in the movie and then you go do it.
That was probably in
Like,
like a
I
Charlie
recently-
Chaplin movie, and it was meant as a joke, and then people watch it years later, and they're like, that's probably what men did.
No, it was
And then it becomes like folklore.
probably one of those guys, Humphrey Bogart or one of those guys.
Nope, people did that all the time.
Oh, yeah? They just ruined their coats so the
Yeah.
woman didn't have to walk around the
You
puddle.
just get your coat dry cleaned.
That's an expensive...
They loved dry cleaning back then.
Did they?
Prove me wrong.
I wonder if it was even... When do you think dry cleaning was like invented?
I don't know. You know they don't use water.
Yeah, I have no idea how it works.
Probably in the
it's dry.
20s.
The designer had that joke about that.
My guess is in the 20s. I think it's like dry ice, isn't it? What's that stuff?
Man, this has gone on way too long.
It's time for announcements.
Dry
Cue the
ice?
theme song.
Okay.
Announcements.
There was once a general. His name was Henry M. Roberts. He wanted to have a meeting that started with announcements. These are announcements.
You think dry cleaners pull that dry ice like a haunted house or something?
What do you think they do? Because
I don't know, but I know that that's wrong.
You never saw the fog lifting off the dry cleaners.
even if it,
I
they have
imagine
those-
like a
those-
high-powered like
the-
vacuum. That,
the industrial ones have those huge vents. It's got to be a chemical in a gaseous
Hey, how about this
form,
dry
right?
shampoo? What's in that?
I
You
didn't
don't
even-
have to wash with it.
I
That's
didn't
sort
know
of like-
that's a made-up thing.
No, you get it when you have like a. My grandma had a halo, which is when they put the metal thing into your skull so your neck can't move, and she couldn't take showers, so she had to use.
Halo?
Yeah, you
Seems
never
like
had a halo.
crude nickname
It's
for
like
something so awful.
yeah,
It's like ironic.
yeah. You ever see a babe? You're like, she's an angel. I want to see her in a neck brace.
Like, do you have anything you'd like to announce?
No.
Hold on, she would dry shampoo in her hair. All right, I have an announcement later.
We're in announcements.
You do one first so I get an idea.
All right, my grandma broke her neck once, and she had to wear a halo. This is my announcement, and
That'd be a funny way
and I
to
just
say your
like
grandma
to
was
tell
dead.
everybody about it.
Yeah. You're like, my grandma has a halo because she's dead and in heaven.
Yeah.
I have an announcement. I've recently done a soft rebrand on Instagram.
Okay. Explain.
So if you want to go check out my Instagram, it's instagram.com / I think everybody says / but they're actually forward slashes.
Didn't we? We came up with a name for him one episode.
Yeah, and then we did an episode where we couldn't remember the name.
Oh, it's this one.
I don't hear anyone ever saying backslash except for on this podcast. People aren't going around saying that.
If people say, what would people say? Slash.
People say
They used to just find me on Instagram.
People say
they
hashtag.
would never.
Instagram keeps sending me this advertisement that I have a name tag now, and my friends can scan my phone and follow me. You're supposed to go hold your phone up to people and say, follow me on Instagram? That's what I've been doing.
To strangers.
But I've been talking to these ladies from internet dating websites, and they're like,
Which one?
Wait, I use Bumble and Tinder.
What's your thing? Bumble.com/what?
I don't know if you. I don't know if
Forward
they're
slash or
searchable.
backslash?
It seems like. It seems like.
That'd be funny if you're like, find me on bumble.com / Adam Boughton.
Don't say my last name on the internet.
What are you on Instagram, Leibowitz?
I think it's Adam1 Boughton.
He's worried about getting doxxed.
My
Oh yeah, you got some skeletons.
I'm
in the closet?
using some back from when I was drinking. My
Really?
Instagram.
You're going down hard, buddy.
My Instagram.
Yeah, man, no one makes it out alive anymore.
It used to be fun. I wanted to show
What are you
people
going down for, Blake?
I'm pretty crystal clean,
You
man.
want to break it here?
crystal clean. Not an expression.
Crystal clear. I'm innocent, is what I'm saying.
Until proven guilty, just like Louis C.K. That's one thing of 6 things that Blake and Louis C.K. have in common.
You do kind of look like him. I'm a little bit like Louis C.K. because women see my body and it ruins their lives.
That's my favorite Joe McMahon joke because he goes, I was on that Strip Joker show and they're not body positive anymore.
Okay, so that's how you do an announcement.
You
Okay.
doing Joe's jokes?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing Joe McMahon's jokes.
Okay, we're gonna have to cut this part out. So, whenever you're ready.
We're cutting out Joe's joke?
I guess
So
I'm
just
gonna...
the part where Blake goes, and then sits there for 2 fucking
I don't know how to
minutes.
do your gags, okay?
It's an announcement. You never made an announcement before?
All right, I'll make a real announcement. I think later today I'm going to plan my first trip to Denver, Colorado.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
flights are pretty cheap, and I've always wanted to go. so-
Are you a big pothead now?
No, I don't smoke weed at all anymore. I do edibles once in a while, but
We got
that's
those
it.
in Colorado. You can just buy them at the fucking 7-Eleven.
I mean, I'm not going there to like smoke weed.
Why
There's plenty of weed
What are
here.
you gonna go?
It's beautiful
ski?
country. I might go ski.
You a big skier?
No, I like it. I haven't gone in probably 3
Big
years.
announcement. Blake likes skiing.
Yeah, I like skiing, and I'm going to go to Colorado. That's it. I'm sorry, that wasn't a good announcement, but
I've
put me
been
on the
to
spot.
I've been to Denver.
I'll do an
I got an
announcement.
announcement. I've been to Denver. Your turn.
Here's my announcement. I think if I don't have sex in the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna start letting men see me on Tinder.
Oh, I'm into it. I want you to do that already.
I'm not ready, Jason.
I just want to make fun of you for being
When
gay.
was the last time you had sex?
June of 2016.
Is that true?
That is true.
I would have guessed longer.
Gotcha.
It was.
Have you
bad.
ever been with a man?
What? This is the announcements portion.
My
should ask
announcement
that
is I'm
question.
curious if Adam has ever been with a man.
You should have asked that back in Adam's Adventures.
Remember when I wrote help in the group chat and then you guys couldn't find me for like 3 days?
Yeah.
I was with a man that night.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
Were you really?
Yes.
That's why you said help.
Yeah.
Help, I'm gay now. Yeah, I was very mad at you about that.
That was the
That was
beginning.
one of our first downfalls.
That was the
I'd say.
beginning of the end of our friendship.
Oh, why were you mad at
Yes.
him for saying?
Because I thought he was dead. I
Yeah.
thought we all thought he was dead.
Well, before I fucked that guy, I had texted every girl.
Were you
I,
a top?
I was pretty blacked out, Jason.
So no. He couldn't get up. He was the bottom.
I had
All
texted
right, we
every
see.
woman I had ever met if they wanted to have sex with me.
Nice.
So I was humiliated that I was going to get a bunch of texts from women the next day telling me to go to rehab or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just my dumb friends trying to see if I was still alive. So I turned my phone off for like 3 days.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
I think that seems logical to me.
But now that I have Christ in my life, I'm like I moved from like 30% gay to like probably like high 20s.
I'm 30% gay.
I have another announcement. Still in love with you.
Who?
We were talking about Denver.
She's my cat person. Who's the person that has the cat person? she's the cat person.
I don't remember who's a cat person
People
in
aren't.
the story.
There's no. Well, the guy.
He's
is
a cat person.
just because
Oh.
he has cats. It's like a weird.
Well, she
title.
has cats, and he says he's a
Oh,
cat
that's right.
person. Yeah.
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 Oh. Oh, yeah. She goes to his place and she doesn't see any cats.
And
He
that's-
goes to her place, I think.
No.
She goes.
Oh.
I think
It's
it's
all
sort of like
weird.
alluded that maybe he doesn't even have cats.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was just saying that. Yeah.
It's a mean thing to do to a lady until you
To lie her.
tell her you have a cat and
She never sees it.
Yeah.
Get her hopes up. That's like negging. It's a game. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You tell a woman you have a cat. You're at a bar.
Oh.
You're like,
Take
hey, cool seeing you here. I have a cat.
I'm gonna write on I'm gonna write on Facebook.com that I have a cat.
Yeah, see if that works.
See if that works.
I read it in the book, and I've always wondered.
Say I have a cat, but I'm not a cat person.
My roommate got a cat just because she wanted the same lady's TV. So she was moving out of town.
You have to take if you want the TV, you have to
She
take
said,
the cat.
I'll take your cat, but you got to give me your TV too. That's what she did.
Really?
Ultimately, yes.
Like, do you have anything you'd like to announce?
No.
What's your feelings on the game, the big game? You're into football?
We're not.
Is
doing,
there a big
we're
game?
Not doing.
Yeah, big game coming up.
This is a fun segment.
Always one around the corner.
I have an announcement. We've been talking to. I can't say anything yet, but we've been talking to a new sponsor. So
Oh yeah,
the show
that's
might
right.
be. We might be able to finish season 2.
Is it
You
Diet
haven't
Coke?
heard.
That'd be
All right.
Coke. Shit. We're not. We can't talk about that anymore.
Yeah.
You guys don't have Coca-Cola anymore?
Well, stop.
Like,
No,
come on.
that's
not
my
cool,
favorite
dude.
part of the podcast.
Well,
It's not
they-
cool. Well,
We thought some of the guests were a little vulgar.
Some
Remember
of
when
our
you were
guests-
on my Game of Thrones podcast? Hosted by me and the great and Adam. You must have been drunk then, right?
I was quite drunk. We had just watched Game of Thrones. Drank like 3 bottles of wine.
Yeah, we talked. The show was we really talked about the episode right after we watched it, and
sounds fascinating.
it was pretty fun. You know, it was nerdy shit. But Adam
Uh-huh.
kept. Brad would be
Go
like,
on, Blake. Tell me all,
"All right,
about
fuck it, forget it."
Blake was telling you the fun origin story of the Coca-Cola gag.
Yeah,
on
Brad.
this podcast.
Well, I mean, it's actually we can't fucking talk about them anymore.
Yeah,
He did it on
We also-
the Game of Thrones
I know.
podcast. Yeah.
I know the whole story because our gag is just mocking that.
You're mocking Adam's gag on my previous podcast.
Cut that out of the episode.
that'll be Patreon only content,
Yeah.
baby.
So that's the story of our gag.
Oh, I
Is-
see.
Is that we're sort of mocking for getting angry at Adam.
Yeah, very upset.
This is not relatable to the listener.
Speaking of, how do you feel about? No,
You did it backwards.
I know.
I miss.
Yeah, it's like
Where is he? He's dead.
he quit.
No,
he
just
quit
doesn't do
stand up
anymore, and
then
I only see
we
him
had
once in
to
a while.
quit hanging out with him.
Yeah.
No, I hung out with him not that long ago.
You haven't heard about his sexual misconduct?
Edit that out.
Dude, half of our fucking guests. Probably. I don't know. We had Tim
do you
McLaughlin.
mean by
on.
that?
You think he's
yeah.
clean?
I'd say we're lucky.
I think Tim is clean.
I'd
yeah.
say we're
Yeah.
lucky if it's half. I would be surprised if half of you and me hadn't.
Yeah. Well, you're pretty good in that you never have sex.
Recently.
Yeah.
Before that, it was mostly misconduct.
Wait, so was that time you disappeared? That's the last time you had sex?
No, that was.
Oh,
like
that'd be
3 years
amazing if the
ago.
last time
Oh.
you had sex was with a fucking
I had
dude.
sex right. I had sex with my ex
Who was the guy you had
right
sex
before.
with?
None of your fucking business.
Somebody we know? Was it?
No, we fooled around a little bit though. I had sex with my ex-girlfriend right before I went to Europe. I didn't fuck anybody in Europe, and then I came home and got clean, basically. Then I came home, Dale punched me in the
You
mouth.
fucked a guy. Dale punched me. The rest is history.
And I might have kissed Jason Folks my last night drinking.
Oh, you for sure
He-
did. I saw it happen.
He hates
Not on the lips. He,
I did beef the other night.
you were
and
like
he complimented.
assaulting him.
Yeah, I did assaults.
It's okay if you do it on a man, just not a woman. That's what I understand.
That's true. And if you're drunk, this is what the Supreme Court doesn't understand. If you're drunk, okay, I'm cutting that out.
Adam likes beer.
Look,
I wasn't offended. I thought it was just so hack.
I used to like beer.
You're such a hack. Me too.
Yeah, you're a fucking hack too.
I'm
Yeah,
a fucking
that was
hack,
bad.
dude.
Plus, everybody's gonna forget that guy's name by the time this podcast comes out. Happened yesterday. I feel like half of the people.
You're talking
already
about
forgot
Brett
about
Kaepernick?
it. And I mean, we're mostly safe because he just hates women, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself in a week, so it doesn't matter.
This is fun, guys.
Hey, this is exciting. It's time for celebrity birthdays.
Oh wait, did you make the announcement? We might be having a new sponsor soon. Very excited.
Yes, I did, and I had already called for the next segment.
I know you did, but I just wanted to make sure you cleared it because Blake interrupted a lot.
Okay.
I'm ruining it.
Now that we're all on the same page, final announcement. It's looking pretty good that we're gonna get some new sponsorship and we're gonna be able to continue the podcast.
Yeah, we were looking bad.
And I guess
We were really relying on our Patreon funds. We cut way into that budget.
I guess the last announcement is that it's time for celebrity birthdays. Cue the theme song.
All right.
Which celebrity was born today? So many celebrity birthdays, hooray! So many celebrities, today is the day for celebrity birthdays. Celebrity birthdays.
Today is October 7th. And we want to wish
Any comment?
how do you feel about that?
October 7th already?
Happy birthday
Do
to
you feel like the years slipped by? Do you
For
guys
me?
Do you have any regrets this year?
No.
I regret that it's going to take me a week to work up the courage to kill myself.
I have a regret that I haven't yet. My whole, I'd say,
I'm going to go home after this and be so bummed out for the rest of the day.
Oh, you'll be bummed out in a week.
I told myself
I'll give you something to be bummed out about.
I guess it's only October, so there's still quite a bit of the year left. But I have one regret. I really wanted this year to get a no regrets tattoo.
That's a great joke.
October 7th.
That's the greatest joke ever. Happy birthday to Simon Cowell.
Happy birthday, Simon Cowell. Now that's a big celebrity.
That's a big
That
celebrity.
guy had no money when he was 30 years old.
Is that true?
He had to go to his mom's house, make her pay for the cab, and then she died, and he got like $400 million.
Oh, man, that's how my friend went to coding school.
What? His mom was rich?
No, it's all
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah.
The first part, I heard he hadn't had much success in his 30s, early 30s, and now he's a millionaire. And it makes
Well-
me think that
There's hope.
Here's some trivia
You
about
got
him.
to start a reality TV show.
He is born in London, England. He's 59 years old. He's a Libra. And he's...
Was he born in London, England, or
Yeah.
the city of London,
Lon-
England?
Whoa. I don't know.
There's a secret.
Here's some trivia about him. I don't give a shit about your fact. Some weird fact you want to share. He was an English A&R executive, but became famous for his brutal yet honest comments on aspiring singers.
Yeah.
He's like the Gordon Ramsay of judging people's singing.
Mm-hmm.
I think there'd be no Gordon Ramsay if it wasn't for Simon Cowell.
Well, Gordon Ramsay's kind of like the Simon Cowell of cooking.
I've always said that. The weakest link lady kind of started it all, right? With being British and sassy.
British and mean, yeah.
He's the number one guy with the
Maybe
name
those
Simon.
two puppets from the Muppet Show.
Oh yeah.
They weren't British though. were
Stadler
they?
and Waldorf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Blake probably stays in the same nursing home as those guys.
Yeah, because he's so fucking old.
Fucking
Like a grandpa. Yeah.
Grandpa Blake.
Grandpa. Don't
You're
worry, he
hurting
can't
my
get us. He
feelings.
doesn't have his cane.
Are all y'all? Are all y'all's grandpas dead?
Nope, I got one left. He doesn't know who I am anymore, though. That's pretty close to being dead.
One.
Do you know? I saw him.
I was born with only one still alive.
Well, what in a fucking test tube?
What? Doesn't make any sense.
Blake is born way before test tubes technology was developed.
Blake only had.
He's
Blake
old.
only had one.
My grandpa doesn't know who I am, and I saw him on his birthday, and my dad's like, "You know who this guy is, right, Grandpa?" Pointing to me, and my grandpa goes, "Yeah, we went to school together." I was like, "What'd you get? Hold back 60 years, you fucking dumbass."
Well, your grandpa doesn't know who I am either, and you don't ever hear me complaining about it.
That's true.
All right.
Count that joke
That
as
will
a
be
bomb.
cut. That will be cut out of the podcast.
Do you know he's the number one guy named Simon?
What about? Can we hear 2 through 5?
Yeah, I got you.
I bet I get pick number 2.
Give it to me.
Simon Pegg.
Pegg.
Would you let?
You ever do that?
Would you,
What? No.
is your lady friend's a little vanilla? Would you say in the sack?
What? Not at all.
I think
Is she unwilling to try pegging?
I'm not going to comment on that. I would never do that.
No?
You guys both do it, right?
deep-seated.
I've done it once.
Deep-seated homophobia.
I did it
Is
for a
that one?
girlfriend's birthday.
I just think I don't like being hurt at all.
It doesn't hurt. It
it
must
hurts.
hurt. Yeah, it
It hurt
absolutely.
me. You were blacked out. You don't even know.
It doesn't hurt after.
Yeah.
Look,
You already admitted you were blacked out.
okay,
You
look,
can't be a judge.
nobody likes to taste the coffee the first time they have it.
Hey, if we're not going to judge you for being drunk, then you're not going to judge pegging because you were drunk when you got pegged.
I'm pro-pegging. I think that's in a country this torn apart. I think that's the only kind of sex we should be having.
Tear apart that ass.
Boy.
You got any more birthdays?
Were you uncomfortable because I said the R star word?
The what?
The R star word?
Our Star Word? What is that?
Rape.
Oh, that made me a little uncomfortable. Yeah. Did you like it when you got pegged?
No, I hated it. Why did?
Yeah,
Girl
that's why I
put
don't
a
want to do it
sex
because then
toy-
I'm just gonna be like, I did that and I didn't like it, and why did I even do it? You don't have
Yeah.
to do everything, you know.
I would do it to a man, but
Where were you 5 years ago, Blake?
it hurt my. I felt like there was a broken
You were
bone.
saying, hey, this is my buddy Adam. He likes to do everything.
It felt like
I didn't. I wasn't talking about getting pegged.
it was a cold pain, like a broken bone, but in my belly.
That's exactly what I imagined.
Is it?
I mean, like, yeah,
I would
just
have
like
never
a bad,
imagined it like
awful.
that.
It didn't make
feeling.
you come?
No, I couldn't hold my boner. I was trying to fuck her and have this thing up my ass. It was
That's
impossible.
not pegging. She puts it on and gets
No,
behind you.
it was similar. I've said that, but you weren't listening.
I can't
Nobody fucking
imagine
listens to me.
going
That's the
through with
problem.
that.
I'm trying to talk about my ass. You know, it sucks. This whole shit sucks. Simon Bertone is number 2 YouTube star. Simon Lane,
I don't know who either of those two are.
and then Simon Pegg.
Really?
Yeah, the guy we're talking about. Pegg.
Big movie star.
I forgot why we were talking about pegging.
And then
Is that-
Simon Helberg is number 5.
I only knew
We know a fella named
the
Helberg,
first
don't
and
we?
the fourth. No.
Don't you guys? Don't we all have the same set of friends?
Simon. Nope. Simon de Bouvier.
Anything else you want to tell us
That was a
about
reference to Nick's episode.
Simon? Yeah, Simone de Boivier.
Thanks, Adam.
She was a.
I don't think I've ever met a guy named Simon in my entire life.
I know a little boy.
Named Simon?
Mhm.
Right on.
It's a fine name.
I guess.
I think it's a nice name.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a boy name picked out?
I
Blakey?
wouldn't. No.
You have a girl name picked out?
No.
If I was named Simon, I'd get real arrogant and I'd be like, Simon says to shut the fuck up.
Are you
Say shit like that all the time.
That'd be great. Do you think you're gonna raise your kids agendered until they hit puberty?
What color are you gonna paint the room?
You could name him like Alex. That's a safe bet.
No. Are you gonna do that?
Oh, I won't be having children.
You can't have children when you're gay.
I thought that was part of you getting all Christian, is you wanted to have kids, to have a family.
No comment.
Wow, this podcast is getting sad
What
again.
I would really like, I would like to be adopted by a Christian family. I feel like I didn't get enough childhood. I'm not ready to be a fatherhood. I need more childhood. 29 years wasn't enough.
Yeah, that's like all of my friends right now.
I would have kids, probably.
Happy birthday to Lizzy LD Shadow Lady. I couldn't even say it.
What the hell?
LD Shadow Lady. She's a YouTube star. She has pink hair.
Shadow lady?
LD Shadow Lady.
Does that mean low definition?
I don't know.
Was she Slender Man's wife?
How do you how do you feel
What
about
does that mean?
Shadow lady?
Oh. Slender Man and Shadow Lady?
It sounds like a spooky name for a lady.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It's got the word shadow in it. It's not fucking
But I
rocket
feel like
science.
Slender Man's wife would be Fat Lady. Because he's slender and she's fat.
Why do you guys think Slender Man's heterosexual? He's so
Happy birthday.
All my friends are
She's also
bigots.
from England. It's an auspicious day for people from England. And she's 26 years old, a Libra, and she's a quirky Minecraft player.
That's what she does. That's what she does for a living. She plays Minecraft on the internet and
Yeah.
tells her friends, "My name's Shadow Lady."
LD Shadow Lady.
My-
Is Minecraft still like super popular, or is it that other game?
Fortnite.
Fortnite's
Everybody's
bigger,
talking
right?
about Fortnite.
But Minecraft is
Have
still,
you guys played it?
I
still
haven't even
around.
seen it.
I tried playing it once, and I was like, I can't believe it was so popular.
What do you
Really?
play it on?
I tried it on PlayStation 4.
Somebody
it's
said
like
it's
running
addictive.
around and shooting shit, right?
It's that, but then you also have to build like a fort and like stand on it and shoot the
That
guy.
was
And I was
always-
like, this is too much.
That was always my problem with GoldenEye. Not enough building.
But my problem with Minecraft was always not enough shooting.
Happy birthday, Shadow Lady. LD Shadow Lady.
LD Shadow Lady.
Hey, here's her family life. Her sister Maddie runs the YouTube channel Micro Glitching. She began dating the YouTube gamer Joel Smallish.
Gamer. Did you?
That's a gamer. YouTube gamer Joel Smallish Beans.
Oh, I know Joel.
You know Joel?
Yeah, I'm a. You know, I have a glitch hunting habit. You know that, right, Blake?
Didn't we
Smallish
talk about
Beans.
that recently?
We watched the video when
Oh, God.
that guy was here that we're not allowed
What
to be
is
friends
glitch
with anymore.
hunting?
You find glitches in video games so you can speed run them
Dude.
faster.
Adam is so fucking lame, dude.
Is that really something you do?
Yes, he's got videos on YouTube. What's your name?
Kawakami.
He's got a name like a.
What?
He's got a Smallish Beans
I'm
name.
a dynamic.
What's your name?
I'm a dynamic human being. Kawakami.
Kawakami?
Kawakami. It's the legendary samurai Rurouni Kenshin was based
You
on.
you do that and you like enjoy it?
I don't enjoy. You don't gotta enjoy everything. This is the first generation where you thought you need to be having fun all goddamn day long.
That's a good
Why
point.
don't you sit down and find a glitch?
Well, yeah. Back in Blake's day, people used to go to war and they liked it.
Yeah. I can't.
Do you think that's why we're ruined as men? Is because we didn't have to watch our buddies die face down in the muck, screaming about how, there's nothing after
They're
this.
like, oh, I can't find the glitch. Kids these days. Gaming web star. She's the number 13 gaming web star.
Can we hear one?
I'm talking, of course, about LD Shadow Lady.
Can we hear 1 through 12? Is that what you're gonna say?
I wonder if Kawakazi is on here.
Kawakami.
Kawa comedian.
So you have videos on YouTube? Is it you talking as you play?
Yeah, I mean, I explain how
I'm
to.
gonna watch
I explain how to do the
Look at my
glitch. We can't watch it every episode, but we can watch it one more episode.
PewDiePie is number 1. Then, of course,
Nazi or anti.
he said the N-word.
PewDiePie.
Or
Yeah.
or the F.
He
word.
said the N-word.
That was during
He
the-
said the N-word while playing video games.
unheard of.
Daniel Middleton.
Oh, I know him.
Elijah Alatuniji.
So are a lot of these guys recording it live? So if they did say something awful, they can't like take it back?
PewDiePie definitely strange.
They do Twitch, which is live, right?
Yeah.
Jack
Is that what you do,
Septiceye.
or you just film yourself and talk to it? I can't.
Adam, you need a 7-second delay. Trust me.
Are you doing?
I have some recordings.
Are you
Yikes.
doing this as like another one of your like lifelong bits? Is that what it is? Deep down, you're like, I'll do
I
this
have
thing.
a fucking hobby.
Adam is the only true comedian
I'm healthy
I know.
and well-rounded. And most of the
Everyone
women
else is just doing
most
it
of the
for
women I
fame.
mistreated have already forgiven me.
That's pretty good.
You guys don't like that gag at all.
Yeah, well, it's as good as my suicide
You know why?
gag.
It's because you look inside and you see what you've done.
Who's the last person you apologized to?
Fuck off.
Come on, you get so uncomfortable when I ask you a real question.
A couple of days ago, I apologized to a woman I solicited for sex on the internet.
Who?
What? It doesn't matter.
What?
Why would you bring it up?
What do you mean
He
by-
asked me directly.
What do you mean by solicited? You just
I've
asked
used,
her.
Messenger.
You're like, hey,
Shit.
want to
You
have
felt
sex with
that
me?
that was worthy of an apology?
Yeah, I did.
Well, talk me through that. Why? People
It's,
ask to have sex with other people all the time. That's not. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think you need to ask for sex inside an appropriate context.
Yeah. Like he had her
guess
cornered
so.
in a hotel room.
Like not no, but not just drunk at 3 a.m. over Messenger. You know.
What did you
whatever.
say exactly in the message? Can you read it for us?
Yeah, I'll dig it up.
In the meantime, happy birthday to Kira Kasairan, who is she was born October 7th. She's from Boca Raton, 21 years old, and she's a Libra. She attended the Pinecrest School in Florida.
Good school.
And she has co-starred with Jack Griffo in a television series, The Thunderman.
I kind of remember it. I feel like it
The
was
Thundermance?
I feel like it was. Do you
Yeah.
feel like making a mistake
weird.
tonight?
Do you
That's
feel
what you
like,
said?
Ooh, I like that.
And then you apologized a year later?
No, like 7 years later.
What was the response?
She was like, I don't even
Hell-
remember that
hell
happening.
fucking
And
no,
took
I
it.
don't.
you? This is what you guys.
Did she
always
reply at
forget.
all? Who was it?
Women have women have as equally good memories as us. That's what you guys. That's what you guys.
I disagree. Me and my ex always would remember things differently.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's-
said it was
that's
o-
universal.
You
right?
said it was okay not
Do you
to
have
use
that
the
issue?
condom.
I think any two people remember things completely differently.
Yeah. She'd
It's
always
like-
be like, you're gaslighting me. You ever get that one?
Have you ever done any gaslighting?
Well, I would say no. But these crazy broads keep saying I'm guilty of it.
Then later, I told some
that-
people how she treated me, and they were like, that sounds like textbook gaslighting. I was like, all right, maybe that's just the way people talk.
I don't
Maybe
like
gaslighting
these
is
words
natural.
that people that is a real thing and something no one should ever do, and it's been around forever, but no one was using that term until this year or last year, and now everyone overuses it, and it has lost
Everyone
its
or
meaning.
all your girlfriends?
All my exes for one.
That's what a meme properly is. It's like a new concept that rises to the top of the
Yeah,
language.
it's like something that goes viral.
But in like speech, like pre-internet memes or whatever.
It's really bad that keeps happening, though. I'm getting too like real here because my
Happy
point is
birthday to
real. You're
Jasmine
being
Hood.
Too much.
my point is people that really are being gaslit are like washed away. They're not.
Right.
People aren't paying attention to that because
Sure.
everyone's using it. All these like non-victims use
Like,
it.
if
It's
you
like
say-
the same
if you
thing with the
say-
Me Too rape allegations.
Oh my god! It's not the same as that.
he beat me to it.
Are you going to do that one?
I was gonna declare again that Louis C.K. is innocent of all wrongdoing.
You think he'll be back and people not bringing that up all the time ever?
He came back, right, and he did a set.
I don't know.
But everyone talked about that. but
Every
no one
time
really
you
talked about his
see
set.
Bill Clinton, don't you think about that woman he hurt?
No.
Not at all. But I do
Do
think
you?
about her sometimes, and I feel so bad.
I feel
for
like
her.
I feel like Bill Clinton
She
was
had it worse than anything that ever happened to
To
Louis
Louis
C.K.'s
CK.
victims.
Who?
Oh.
Monica Lewinsky?
What do you mean? She had consensual sex.
I don't think it
See,
was.
you're not taking.
think it was
you're not
exploited because he
considering
was the
like
president.
power dynamics. She's a
But-
fucking intern, and he's the president
And
of
she
the
was
United
young.
States. Yeah, and they're
She didn't know the
every time
consequences.
someone has sex with someone that works for them, it's a crime in your opinion?
I think every time someone has sex, it's a sin.
And scene.
No, but I think that's
On that level,
We're getting way too serious.
I-
Let's go
I
back to
think-
one of your
I
gags.
think that's super delicate to negotiate. And having an intern blow you does not meet the qualifications of a
Yeah.
delicate negotiation.
and I think the cutoff is attorney general.
I think it's
below
totally,
that.
that's completely circumstantial. I think you're right a lot of the time, but I don't think that universally that's
you
a
think
wrong
Bill
thing.
Clinton, who was impeached for this offense, did nothing wrong, is completely innocent,
And,
as innocent as comedian Louis C.K.
And if you think a
Haven't
cum
you ever
stain
wanted
on
to
a
have
dress,
sex with like a teacher or like a boss or something like that?
if you think a cum stain on a dress is bad,
I've
you
never
should see this
I've never-
room under a black light.
I've never had any inferior employees. You know, I've never been anyone's superior. So
I know, but I mean,
He's
like,
always. What about your boss?
have you ever wanted to
I
have
wanted
sex
to
with a
fuck
boss
my,
or teacher?
Yeah, I wanted to fuck my
So
boss.
if she like came or he, if the person came on to
He's
you,
growing. He's growing.
if they came on to you and
However,
you fooled
that was
around,
very exclusionary to non-binary folk. But go ahead.
I said the person.
You said first you said she.
I said
and
he or
then,
she,
and then,
and
you
then I said the
or
person.
he,
And then I said-
and that's it.
You pick from those two.
What about Z?
I mean,
Isn't that one?
but
I'd
even
like to meet
okay,
a Z.
So when I was
Zem and
when
is
I
it
was
Zem?
Aziz
we gotta do
Ansari.
this. We gotta do this every. We gotta do this every fucking episode. You know, I'm largely trying to fuck those people. Do you know that?
The non-binaries.
Yes.
I assume.
Yeah.
Um.
I don't like what.
But I did. So
Are
I.
you? Do you consider yourself a male?
When I was a kid, the word was genderqueer, and it seems like we've grown out of that because we're not allowed to say queer anymore. But we were from like
You're not
2000.
allowed to say queer
From
anymore.
like 2009 to 2015, it was okay, but I don't think it's okay anymore.
I think it's okay because I could say it because I'm a queer, so I'm allowed to say it because I'm a queer.
Is queer?
I mean,
considered
you
an
remember
offensive word now?
in high school it was
During
you know,
Gay Pride, I saw someone put something on their picture on their Facebook that said "queer" right across their
Yeah,
picture.
I feel like gay people are
It's
using
like
that.
when I
term
fell
for
asleep in
themselves
high
a lot.
school, people would write that on my face all the time.
Did you fall asleep in class?
I met in the garage where we used to drink.
Whether it's inappropriate or not, I think it's fallen out of fashion. But I'm male. I mean, I got a great cock.
Let's see. You show it on the podcast.
You want to see it?
No,
I pulled my cock out there not an hour ago,
oh boy.
You're not even a little curious?
right before my roommate walked in.
Not enough to see it.
All right.
I'll just stay curious. On this one.
I want to see it if you pretend to be me, and I'll pretend to be my roommate.
Okay. Do you want to walk in?
Yeah, let me get up.
Can I get that girl's contact information? That woman.
I'm not entirely sure she wouldn't do it with you already.
We're not supposed to say girl anymore either.
Woman.
Woman. This is my little boy, and this is my
It's
woman.
so hard.
wife.
It's so hard to just
That's
make
it.
for me to make the switch from girl to women because I don't respect them
Which ones?
either.
What if it's a child?
Don't have sex with it ever.
Under no circumstances. What if having sex with it would save its life?
What if it was like it was one of those kids that was born on leap year? I can't.
So they're technically even. So they're like 8, but they're technically 2. Something like that.
8. 8's the high that you picked. Okay. What do we do? Are we doing birthdays still?
How old is a kid to you? 8 is like the perfect kid
I think
age.
the things you're not supposed to fuck are 17 and younger, except in still like 18 states. I think it's 15.
Yeah, probably the one you're from.
Missouri is 17, I think.
Yeah, here we got an
Florida's
expert.
15.
Do you think it's morally wrong to have sex with someone who's like 18 years old? Say?
For me?
Yeah.
I think there's probably a window where like someone is emotionally mature enough, and I'm like I have a little bit of Arrested Development myself.
Yeah.
So
You're like Woody Allen.
But, like-
that's his like whole point in Annie Hall.
what if some?
He's like, I just feel so young inside.
I mean, no, I keep my Tinder slider on 27. That's the.
Did either of you guys see
that's
that?
the low for me.
I Love You, Daddy.
Yes.
No.
What'd you think?
I loved it,
Did you really?
and I love my daddy. It was fine. It seemed. It seemed
made
like
me
a Woody
very,
Allen
very
movie.
uncomfortable. I thought it was like grosser than any Woody Allen movie I've ever seen.
Have you watched Annie Hall recently?
It almost like justifies like what happens in the
You
movie.
think an 18-year-old?
Have you seen Annie
Let's not
Hall?
talk about this.
Have you seen Annie Hall recently?
Somewhat recently.
There's like a whole bunch of shit where he's like justifying dating young girls. There's
One
like a scene where he's an adult, him in a classroom surrounded by children.
Oh yeah.
And he's talking about how he's like, this is just how I feel inside. I feel
Yeah.
like a kid. It's horrible
But she's
and,
not meant to be.
and hot.
She's like in her 20s, right? In the movie.
no,
in Annie Hall.
How old is
no.
she?
One of them, she's young. She's like, I don't know, 18 or 16.
There's one
I can't
where
remember.
Larry
Holy
David.
shit.
It's one of his newer ones. Larry David is the guy, and he marries a young lady.
Like a lot of his movies have like a huge disparity in
Yeah.
age.
Oh, that's for sure. But not like a minor.
Maybe a minor. There might be one with a minor. 16, I want to say.
Really?
16 is my thought.
Remember all those rock and roll songs that were like, "I love fucking 16."
Yeah, dude, I got a whole playlist. I called it Road Mix.
Yeah.
It's like a bit I did.
What's the youngest
She's
lady
16.
you would
She's beautiful.
take out on a date?
That I would?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not single, but I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to.
Okay, now what's the youngest boy?
That comes into your house and says, "I'm not single," and you just let it stand
And he
there.
just sits on my bed,
Yeah.
looking all hot.
I need a haircut. I'm not liking this camera on me. It's strange.
When you were using Tinder, you kept it. You used to have a joke about this. You kept it real low.
Oh yeah,
That was just a joke.
You emailed Tinder and said, "Can it go under 18?"
I put it in the complaint box.
the ages don't range enough.
I forgot what segment we were in. Oh, you want to see this glitch?
We're doing celebrity birthdays.
Okay.
Do you get it yet?
You want to see the sweet glitch I found? Can you do it on like arcade games?
Hey, did I mention it's
People's-
Jasmine Hood's birthday?
Who's that?
She's from Little Rock, Arkansas. She's a 22-year-old.
Little Rock,
Jasmine's
Arkansas.
a nice name.
Okay,
I'm going to name my daughter Jasmine.
in Arkansas, you could
That
probably.
sounds terrible. Jasmine Burkhart.
Call her Jazzy for short.
You're gonna make your wife take your last name. In Arkansas, you could fuck her at 15.
Oh, cool.
That's not true.
It is 15 some places,
Where?
like Florida and Louisiana and Arkansas.
Aren't there
All
like
the good
stipulations
states.
to it though? Like you can't be over
40.
Yeah, what would even be the point of that law? You're 41, sir. You're going to jail.
She's a Libra. She's the number 7 prankster web star.
Prankster web star.
I love
You
a
want to know
good
1
prank.
through 6?
I'm gonna look her up. I love a good prank.
What's her name? Jasmine.
Well, I would be honest. If you're gonna look up a prankster web star, you might start with 1 through 6.
Yeah, give me number 1. Adam's choking on that one.
Number 1 is Logan Paul, of course.
Who's Logan Paul?
He's the guy who went into that graveyard and took a video and got in big trouble. He's like, he went to some sacred place in Japan where people kill themselves, and he's like, "There's a dead guy over there."
What
It's
was
like
the
the greatest thing that ever happened.
The prank is.
We plays pranks on his brother.
I think the prank is like, we kicked the shit out of these guys in World War II, and they're all fucked up now.
Something like that. Number 2 is Roman Atwood.
I'm gonna be sad all day. Every sad thing.
Like, you can put a lot of things on me. You can't blame me for World War fucking II. I wasn't even born yet.
Speaking of that, where were you on 9/11? Blake, how old are you?
33. I was a
What's
sophomore in
2001?
high school, I think.
Pretty
Sophomore
young to
in high
be
school.
associating with known terrorists.
Wait a minute, where'd you go to high school?
Do you do that joke on every podcast? Or do you do that one?
getting really sloppy about it too.
Yeah, you jumped right to it. Where'd you go to high school?
you brought it up.
Well, no. Where'd you go? You gotta lead.
Oh, yeah.
in the
Where-
suburbs of Chicago.
Have you ever been to New York?
How far?
Yep.
What age did you go?
How far out in the suburbs?
30, 31. How far? Pretty far.
I lived in the suburbs of Chicago, Manhattan.
Do you remember? Did they wheel a TV out or anything? You were in high school.
I
Was
was
there a
with
TV
my
on the plane?
I'm trying to do the math on this. I was watching TV on the plane, and then I jumped out of the plane at the last second.
That's what all the terrorists did. They're still alive. It's pretty sad.
A lot of them work for Halliburton now.
No, I hadn't left for school yet when the first plane hit. And then my dad was driving me to school, and he's like, "Yeah, that's terrible." And I remember on the radio they said that it sounded like, or people were like, it wasn't a plane, it was a missile.
Yeah.
I remember someone on the radio saying that, and I was like, "A fucking missile? Oh my god!" And it turned out that guy was just an idiot.
Actually, he was right.
Yeah. You need to watch our YouTube series,
Plane shot
Robocop 2 on 9/11.
enormous missile the size of a plane and then flew off.
We could make the 2 a Roman numeral, and it'd be like Robocop 2 9/11.
Yeah. Robocop 9/11.
That would be great.
So when your dad
Well,
was
it's our
driving you,
YouTube series where we explain the missile.
what time did you
theory.
go to school? I thought the first one hit at 9 a.m.
Yeah, I don't remember why. Maybe I was just late that day or something.
Were you late to school?
That won't.
I got real drunk.
That won't translate to the audio portion of the podcast.
That's why you got to be a Patreon member so you can see our video.
I accused Blake of having an alcohol problem.
Hey,
when he
don't
was-
explain it.
Oh,
We're gonna
okay.
lose Patreon fans, subscribers.
And then you told your dad there was going to be a second one.
Yep. I said you wait.
You should see what we got cooked up for them.
Yeah, I had predicted it years earlier. The whole thing.
Is that what you call it when you?
Plan and
and
execute a
execute.
terrorist attack.
Yeah, I totally predicted I was gonna masturbate earlier.
Do you guys remember that? Do you remember that documentary that came out way, way too soon? It was 2002
you
or
start masturbating,
something.
you're like, I knew it. What documentary?
I can't remember the name of it, and it was shitty, made for TV. But I watched the whole thing, and I remember getting invested in the plot. I gave $30,000 to Al Qaeda.
I don't have no idea what you're talking about. Happy birthday to Holland Roden.
Happy birthday, Holland.
She's born in Dallas, Texas. A 32-year-old Libra.
Ooh.
Believe it or not.
Oh wait, you're not single anymore.
She participated
You're
in
not
theater
single
camps as a
anymore.
child.
What part made you point at me? The Libra part?
You're 32, aren't you?
I'm 33.
Never mind.
She has made
It's not
guest
gonna work
appearances.
And I hate Libras.
She's from the TV series Teen Wolf, and Bring It On, Fight to
You ever
Finish.
notice Jason
House of
says
Dust.
wolf? I say wolf. Does that sound like the same word to you? I kind of say the L is what I'm saying. Wolf.
You say it now.
Wolf.
He says it like the way a dog.
I said it more like a dog that time.
Jason, what do you call the Italian dish that is straight long noodles?
Spaghetti.
What do you call it?
Spaghetti.
I call it delicious.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. I want to kill you. Wait, I wish you got a Patreon subscribers. You need to watch our video because you see Adam put his hands up in the air like he's on a sitcom. I call it delicious.
I had trouble.
The bus crashed into the Sears Tower, I think, yesterday. And
See, we got everything New York does.
Jesus Christ!
the
You planned that one too?
yeah, it you know how they have those banners on the side like a poster? It was Jerry Seinfeld shrugging. it looks really funny.
Write a Jerry Seinfeld joke about that bus crash. Let's have
Happy
let's have a
birthday.
race.
To Vladimir
What's
Putin.
the deal? This is
You guys are really stepping on a big birthday right here.
All right.
Vladimir Putin?
Yeah, it's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Vlad.
He was born in St. Petersburg,
birthday,
Russia.
Vlad.
He's 66 years old.
He looks good.
He's a Libra.
66.
Yeah, he does look younger than.
Do you ever wish you lived in a country with a strong masculine leader?
Do you know that Vladimir Putin is the #1 Libra world leader?
I did know that.
I wonder who #2 is. That guy's got to be pissed.
There was a big. This isn't going to be very interesting, but there was a big fight last night, a UFC fight,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Conor McGregor against this guy named Khabib. And Conor McGregor, the guy's from Russia, and Conor McGregor was like talking about how like Vladimir Putin likes him more. Conor McGregor's from Ireland, you know,
Yeah.
and he had a picture with him. And then after the Khabib guy won the fight, and then in his post thing, he goes, he's got a picture with Vladimir Putin, but Vladimir Putin just called me and congratulated me. Like they're having like a
Who does Vlad like more?
Yeah, exactly.
Contest?
I knew it wouldn't be interesting,
Yeah.
but you brought the guy up. I don't know.
Oh, it's
Well, it's his fucking birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Vlad.
Happy birthday, Vlad. Can we stop
#1 Libra world leader.
He's the #2 world leader.
after Trump?
I don't know.
Is this the longest birthday
No, after
segment you guys
Nelson
have done?
Mandela.
Not even close. Nelson Mandela?
#1.
A Libra. Or,
Then
or just a world leader?
Justin Trudeau. Then Kim Jong-un. Trump isn't even in the top fucking 10, dude.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Where is Trump at? God damn it, he's not on this list. Welp, this is kind of a egg on my face. My fucking president isn't on the list of top world
Who makes that site?
famousbirthdays.com.
Yeah, probably the left, right, Blako?
I assume. They put
missed
Kim
that.
Jong-un before Donald Trump.
Are you going to bowl on Tuesday?
I feel like we can talk about that not on the podcast.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm planning on it. It's playoffs, baby.
Yep.
Do you know that
My
Donald
finger's
Trump
been
is
hurting
the
all
#1
week.
72-year-old?
Good for him.
Donald Trump's the #1 72-year-old. When's his birthday?
That's crazy that he's
Fuck, I closed
72. If you looked at him and guessed, you wouldn't guess that old, would you?
No, I think he...
It's not that he looks good, but he doesn't necessarily look old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's had work done and shit.
He's been
Oh, for sure.
Very vain dude. That's my big
June
problem with him, the vanity.
Hey, man. That's the president you're talking about.
He's so angry looking.
That's a Apprentice photo. That's from a long time ago.
You think he'll be reelected?
Yes.
Me too.
Do you know how to end this segment?
Tell us Donald Trump's birthday. We'll wish him a happy
Everyone
birthday.
go around and say who you're going to vote
June
for in the next
14th.
presidential election.
Okay.
June 14th, 1946.
Who are you?
I mean, I just had it memorized. I closed the tab already.
Who are you going to vote for in the next election?
I'm voting for myself, as always. Happy birthday to Alessia Dixon. She's a rapper.
Alessia.
She's born October 7th, 1978. She's from England. Like I said,
Can we
big
hear one of
day
her
for
songs?
English.
I like rap
No,
music.
no, no. Listen, she's a 40-year-old Libra.
Is this like a British website? All these people are British.
She's a Libra.
Oh.
Surprised the Queen of England wasn't on that list if it's a British website.
It's not her birthday. Remember, we did her birthday on another episode.
Am I supposed to say, hey, they're all Libras?
Hey, we got you. We got you. We got you.
Is that what we were waiting for this whole time? I didn't even bother to say it.
You want to do the cold read?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cold read. Cue the theme song.
When I was 19 and a sophomore in college, I wrote a short play called Boys, a one-act play, and I was invited to have it read at the Kennedy Arts Center.
You ever heard of it? The cold read.
Then I was, I guess, a drunk for 10 years.
Hell yeah,
Now
got
I'm
drunk.
32 and I do a podcast with my buddy Jason.
Cold read.
I
Blake, you-
totally don't know what this is.
It's the play. It's a cold read.
Oh, okay, so
We get
this
that
is
open.
pretty good.
You...
I don't have a part in this. It's just you and Blake, right?
Yeah.
This sucks. Adam, write this. He came up with this fucking segment that leaves me out.
You send it to me?
It's like me and Adam
You
have
can
this
just
sort
read
of.
it up,
I don't know if
Jason.
you could tell, but we have this sort of competition to be the funny one on the show.
We have
Yeah.
we have a love rivalry too.
Yeah, we try and we wrestle, and whoever wins is the top.
Yeah.
It's always
It's
me.
usually Jason.
I don't even like men, but I like penises.
Yeah.
But I don't like men. I like trans.
Whoever's
women.
funnier on the podcast gets to
Blake,
be the top.
you're a well-known and well-loved comedian, but you ever do any acting?
Not really, no.
Okay. So have you ever done a cold read before?
No.
It's pretty simple. You haven't seen the script before, so you just like do your best going through it. I don't. You and me used to be pretty good friends. Do you know?
Don't read ahead.
Do you know that I'm an
Is
award?
this gonna like be something awful?
Do you know?
Makes me say something terrible.
Do you know I'm?
Is that what the gag is gonna be? Is that I have to say something very offensive
I
because
feel
you
like
wrote
we're
it
already
down?
there. Weren't you adamantly defending Louis C.K. earlier?
He did say like everyone's gas. He like gaslighting
Gaslighting's
victims
a
aren't
big
are,
deal all of a
what do you
sudden.
say? It's like not a big
It's an
deal.
overused word.
It's an
That probably will
overused
get me in
word.
trouble for saying that, but it's true. It's very overused.
Don't
These are
worry.
the times we
I
live
have
in.
another recording of it here. I've already sent to several people.
You and me used to be pretty good friends. I don't ever think I told you I'm an award-winning playwright.
Oh
It
yeah.
was back in college. or
No,
whatever.
you never mentioned
But
that.
I've been
This is
picking-
10 pages long.
I've been picking up. I've been getting back into it.
Oh, that's good, man.
So I wrote this play. It's called
What?
"What Dreams May Come." Do you know it from? It's a Shakespeare line.
It's a Robin Williams movie too,
when Shakespeare's.
which I've actually never seen, but maybe I'll watch that today.
Remember when Shakespeare's walking back and forth saying, "I wonder which." I sure wonder which dreams are gonna come. Anyway, it's more of a writing exercise than a play, but
He holds that skull up in the air. He's like, "What dreams? Which dreams may come?"
I sure wish I knew which dreams were gonna come.
Yeah.
So I got my copy. And
New York would like.
I
New
see
York-
what this is now.
New York should ask Blake which planes were gonna come.
This was
Which planes make up?
this was just a fun coincidence, but I actually named the characters Adam and Blake, and I wasn't even
All
thinking
right,
about
let's
you.
just get this over with.
It's probably subconscious because you like Blake and yourself so much.
Well, I was just thinking I'd play Adam and you can play Blake. I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I
sounds
think it sounds great. Let's do it.
Okay. So this what
I
dreams
see what
may
this is.
come.
Did you do the entire thing?
Blake.
Oh my god.
Just play along.
I don't want to do
Jesus
this.
Christ, Blake. Why are you making this so hard?
Okay. So interior, two gentlemen in bed.
You should give me a
All right,
script.
I'm not doing this. That's it.
No, don't do it. You're ruining.
Why? It won't be funny to anyone except
It
for
will be
us.
very.
Did you read ahead?
I saw the first two lines and I know what it is.
Come on, Blake.
Does Jason know what it is?
No.
I don't know. Please help me.
I don't want to do
we
this.
can test
Adam.
and see if Jason thinks it's funny.
There's no way you would find this funny if you didn't know the context.
I don't.
It's called What Dreams May Come.
Yeah, it's based on a Shakespeare play
All right, fine.
called The Dreamers.
Let's do it.
The Dreamers.
Interior, two gentlemen in bed.
Stop saying that. This
What
is-
are you? You
This
against
is truly
you,
like sick.
It's Blake. It's a piece of art, and you do, even in art you don't.
You're-
Did you see Moonlight?
Of course I saw.
Couple men will go into bed sometimes,
That's true. It's just not
and that
me
wins.
and Adam.
That wins the Oscar.
These are just two guys' names.
Adam
This
is-
is Adam living out some sick,
Adam is
weird
playing off
fantasy
of-
where he's my girlfriend.
Brokeback Mountain, Moonlight. This guy's
I
trying
love
to win an
every
Oscar.
gay movie, Jason.
He's trying to
You're
win
not-
an Oscar right now.
I like gay movies more than straight movies.
Did you
Okay.
hear him say that two men together is a sick fantasy?
Yeah.
You know who's gonna love this? Bobby Condon and no one else.
Future guest of the show if we can get him. Okay.
This is
Interior.
gonna take forever.
Two men in bed. It doesn't have to be sexual. What
Yeah,
is
that was when you kept saying gentlemen. That's what bothered me.
Abraham Lincoln.
I said I'm no gentleman.
Abraham Lincoln. Well, it's not you. It's a character. With the
What about Abraham
same
Lincoln?
name. He used to sleep in
You
a
never-
bed with another man.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And they were in love and they had sex. And it wasn't sometimes. It
You ever hear he had a really high pitched voice?
Yeah.
And history has just kind of rewritten that.
How? I guess somebody wrote it down. This guy.
This guy
Yeah.
talks like, "What's up with this Mickey Mouse?"
Everyone's like, he's got a
motherfucker?"
weird,
Great
high pitched, nasally voice, and then everyone was like, let's just not
Yeah.
mention that.
I just saw a great speech. It sounded like one of those chipmunks, though. Okay. Interior, two gentlemen lying in bed. What are you talking about?
I'm not doing this.
My ass is writing checks?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I said your mouth's writing checks your ass can't catch.
Does that mean something?
Yeah. It means, what it means is Smooth trying to talk some shit. That's not what I said. And you're waiting to talk shit.
Oh, well, what do you think? baby. Yeah? What's going on?
I want to watch.
What's going on? With the fights?
With the fights, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I didn't know. Or I don't know. I haven't even looked.
You told me there were fights going on all over.
Yeah, there are.
Where?
My wife said I wasn't allowed to look.
At the fights? I never said that. Do you have another wife?
No. You know my hangout type?
Who?
She's basically a fucking galooly.
Are we allowed to say that?
Who's a galooly?
Wow, you said it too.
She hangs out. She has an MFA. Did you just change some parts?
Who?
Forget it.
You have another wife?
No, you know who I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you lit her fucking car on fire.
I lit her car on fire?
Yeah.
Whose?
Who did you were fighting against in the I, Tonya movie when you were watching I, Tonya? Adam, this is so fucking long. Can we just say what it is and be done with it? I don't want to do
I
this.
can't remember her name. What's her name?
I don't want to do this. We'll go to Scooby Dooby Ding Dong and that's it.
Jason, do you want to play Blake?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm just happy to be a part of it.
We're about halfway through page 3. You want to take it from who are you fighting against in the I, Tonya movie when you were watching I, Tonya?
Who are you fighting against in the I, Tonya movie?
I can't remember her
when
name.
you were watching I, Tonya.
I can't remember her name. What's her name?
Oh, I can't remember.
I'm serious. What's her name? Fuck.
Well, that's who.
Well, who? Remind me so I can remember.
No.
Please tell me.
Come on.
Whose car did I light on fire, Blake? Just tell me.
I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to.
Come on, please.
I don't want to appear in a courtroom.
You won't go to.
No one could ever find
I'd
this
rather
to be funny.
plead ignorance.
Okay. You're not going to have to appear in a courtroom. Just tell me her name.
I don't know.
You mean your wife? I set your wife's car on fire?
Can I vape in here?
Scooby Dooby Ding Dong.
Does Jason know what this is or not?
I set your wife's car on fire.
Scooby Dooby Ding Dong. I don't know. Did you?
Who is your wife?
What do you speak into my left nipple?
Okay, I'll speak into your left nipple. Who's your wife?
Oh my God! Will you stop being?
Being what?
Don't interview me.
I'm not interviewing you, but just tell me who the fuck your wife is.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't have a wife.
I set her car on fire. What's her fucking name?
What?
Who was I fighting while watching I, Tonya?
Who's your friend who burned the car?
Yeah, whose car did I burn?
You tell me.
Can you please tell me? You're making me so mad.
I don't think you burnt anyone's car.
You said I was going to, or I did.
You threatened a lot of things.
Who did I threaten?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you fucking do.
Why don't you keep a calendar?
I keep a calendar
Yeah.
of who I threaten?
What if I charge of who you threaten?
No, read that again.
What am I in charge?
That wasn't quite right.
It's a cold read. What am I in charge of who you threaten?
Who did I threaten, baby?
Oh, I don't know.
Please tell me. You're being mean.
Maybe it was no one.
What do you mean, no one?
Maybe it was everyone you saw.
Who did I see? Come on.
It's up to you.
You do know. What's up to me?
It's your job.
What's my job? What's my job?
To keep track of who you stab.
Who did I stab?
Great question. You mind fielding this one, Adam Bauer?
Baby, you
You're
really,
fucking a sick person.
baby, you really think I would do that? Baby, did I really?
Did you what? All you went to
You're
jail
overacting.
was hitting somebody.
Who did I hit?
Oh my God.
I think my head injury. I forgot because he hit me back. Why are you being mean to me?
Because you're not being honest.
What do you mean I'm not being honest?
What do you mean I'm... Oh, shit. Because you keep
This
saying,
is like halfway
oh,
through at this point.
boo-hoo, I'm in jail because I hit someone or he hit me back.
Yeah.
But I can't remember who it was.
So you think I'm not... So you think I'm what? Who did I hit? Just fucking tell me, Blake
What?
Burkhart.
What?
Who did I hit?
I don't fucking know. It wasn't me. And I didn't hit you, so figure it out.
You're saying I hit you?
No.
Okay, then who'd I hit?
I don't know.
Why are you yelling? You do know. You said it. What's going on? Are you mad at me?
No.
Then why are you yelling?
I just don't have to do your homework for you. It's not my job.
My homework?
I'm lying here. I'm trying. I'm relaxing.
You're relaxing.
Yeah. And you're here going, Blake, ooh, who'd I hit?
Well, you're telling me that I set someone's car on fire, so I want to know.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did not fucking say that.
yeah, you did, Blake.
Oh my
Burkhart.
God, you know exactly what you did and what you didn't do. That's what I said. So if you don't think you did anything, then you did nothing. And if you think you're doing a bunch of shit, you're guilty, okay? Good night. That's why I go to sleep with a clean conscience every night. And I always will, because I know I fucking did.
You're right, Blakey. You're making a lot of sense.
Thank you, Adam Bowden. You are my best friend, and I love you.
Oh, thank God that's over.
I want to be an actor. That was so fun.
I know.
Yeah, you guys were good.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm crying.
Let's
That was
move
the
on to
most
it.
fun I've ever had.
You guys want to take a coffee break?
Sure.
Okay. Take a coffee break. We'll be right back, folks.
Sometimes you want to get coffee. Sometimes you want to take a break. And sometimes you need to take a coffee break.
No.
Is that your car?
Probably last week. My dad owns it, so
Is
no.
your dad gay?
Yes.
Oh, because he owns the car.
Because the
Oh,
car is
okay.
gay. We established this.
That one was that one was a bust.
I rarely
We
drive,
both got
so
too uncomfortable.
What do you mean?
The segment.
It was kind of boring.
Yeah, it was too. The one with Bobby was funny.
I
Wasn't
don't know
it?
why. It
I think it's
I don't
because
think it was.
I think it's because he played along.
Yeah, every segment we do, Blake says, I don't want to do this.
yeah,
I don't want to do this.
that's kind of my general feeling. Yeah.
Well, you might like this one, Blakey. It's time for live math.
We're doing live math again.
Is mathematics projected by human consciousness onto the universe? Live math.
You ready, Blake?
Are you gonna ask me math questions?
What's 2 times 3 plus 6?
12?
Yeah.
What's the order of operations in that equation? Because it would be the same either way. Actually, it's not.
6 plus 2 times 3?
That's 9, actually. Did you say 12?
Yeah.
It's 2 times 3. You do the multiplication first.
Yeah.
So it's 6 plus 3.
No, he did it right.
No, he said plus 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your favorite number?
Mathematically.
7.
Really?
I used to do a joke about how I hate
And 7 is just a
7.
cool looking number, yeah.
He used to do a joke about the number 7. Do you remember it?
No.
The number 7 has no place in mathematics. He would say that over and over again. It made no sense. It was I
Sounds
kind of
like
liked
one
you right
Adam's
away,
bits.
Adam, because you were so bravely bombing. with such courage.
Like you have 12 coins. One weighs slightly less or slightly more than the others. Using an equal arm balance and only making 3 weighings, determine which one is different and whether it is slightly lighter or heavier. The fact that you don't know whether it is lighter or heavier up front makes this problem much more difficult than other similar problems.
Yep, it seems pretty difficult.
Do you know the answer?
It's the third one.
The third coin of your 12?
You have 3 coins. A milkman has 2 10-gallon... This is such a bad segment.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's get to one of the good segments. I've been waiting for one of those.
A milkman has 2 10-gallon dairy cans of milk.
I got this
One housewife has a 3-gallon pail, empty. Oh, the milkman's were full. One housewife has a 5-gallon pail empty. You can see 3-quart and 5-quart, and you can say 3-quart and 5-quart pail. It doesn't matter. Each cook wants 2 quarts of milk. The milkman The milkman has no spare containers and no way to mark any containers. Why in the problem are the women milkmaids and cooks?
Did you think of the joke as you were reading the riddle? That's pretty good.
I sure did.
Very astute,
And
Adam.
the answer, of course, is internalized misogyny. Internalized misogyny, folks.
All right, what's next?
A teacher wrote a large number on the board and asked the students to tell about the divisors of the number one by one. The first student said the number is divisible by 2. The second student said the number is divisible by 3. The third student said the number is divisible by 4. And so on. The 30th student said the number is divisible by 31. The teacher then commented that exactly 2 students who spoke consecutively spoke wrongly. Which 2 students spoke wrongly?
I have no idea. I wasn't listening at all. What's the answer?
Yeah, look up the odd.
I wish you'd spun that one into a joke
Numbers.
too.
Yeah, that was harder. Which 2 students spoke wrongly?
The 2 that spoke Chinese.
There you go. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
The answer is about twice as long as the question, so I'm not going to read it. You folks can do that one at home. If you want to do it, this is kind of funny. If you want to do this program at home, this segment at home, you can go to http.
You probably don't want to lay there based on my current activities. Recent activities.
https.
How often do you clean your sheets?
How often do you think he cleans his
Well,
sheets?
less than I
Wondered,
masturbate on
Jim.
them.
You'd be crazy to clean them more than you masturbate on them. How often do you clean your sheets?
Once a week.
This is kind of like a math problem.
I try to do it once a week.
How
Sometimes
many-
I forget.
how
That's
many
pretty
times-
good. Once a week is
Are you
much better than
Would
me.
you say
Just do it when I'm doing laundry.
since you're in a happy relationship, would you say you're masturbating more or less?
Answer the fucking question.
Is there a point where people are like, "Why did I agree to do this podcast?" And everyone.
It's about here every episode.
Yeah,
No way.
mine was like half an hour ago at least. Less.
It's amazing you're letting us just go on and on.
what
It's
was
been
your
over
base
an hour
time?
and 40 minutes.
Has it really?
What was
I
your,
want you guys to get your get your sound cues.
what was
We're
your
gonna
best
edit
time?
everything you set out, so we need about.
What
an
was my
extra-
best time?
What was your baseline when you were single? Like 30 times a week?
For a second, I was like, "Let me think. Is that high or low?"
It says something about you, my friend. This is a very famous brain teaser in the form of a probability puzzle, loosely based on the American television game show Let's Make a Deal, and named after its original host, Monty Hall. The problem is a paradox
I actually know this
of
one.
the vertical type, because the correct result is so counterintuitive it can seem absurd, but it's never demonstrably true. Suppose you're on a game show and you're given the choice of 3 doors. Behind one door is a car.
Oh, I've heard this too.
Do you know the answer?
Yeah, you should always you should switch. Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
something like that. Anyway, you can.
I watched a YouTube video about that. It's so like annoying
What the
because
the
it's
video?
no, it's mathematically correct, but it's just like
Counterintuitive.
to explain that would take like an hour to like correctly explain it.
If you guys want to do these,
I know how to explain it in like 30 seconds.
Can I talk to the fucking audience for
No,
a
well-
second? Everybody
Do you want me
knows.
to
Well, good
explain
for
it?
you.
Everybody knows
It would
the
take me an hour.
For the dumb people in the, do you want me to explain it?
Everybody knows the solution to the Monty Hall problem.
Uh huh.
If you take a job as a game show host, you're not gonna ever do stand up again. That's what they said. That's what they said to David Letterman, and it was true. if you guys want to play at home, you can go to http s colon. Is the colon the one with the comma or the one without the comma? That's a semicolon.
Yeah.
Colon. Backward slash.
Somebody tell this guy what a colon is.
www.homeschoolmath.net /online
It's Adam's homepage.
favorite underscore
That's
challenging
homeschool
underscore puzzles.php And you can all play along, and the solutions are right there on the website. The grade 8
Back in my
class-
day when you got homeschooled, you didn't have Google.
Well, back in your day, we used to have to do math out of a book, and we liked it.
Yeah. Here's something new for the kids: a book.
What's the next segment?
Hold on, a book. You ever heard of it?
The
That's
next
Adam.
segment. The next segment is called "Be in the Studio Audience."
What-
It's our worst.
Are we
segment.
skipping? Are we skipping live jihad?
What?
We typically do live jihad after live math.
God.
Blake seems sincerely annoyed.
We're hitting a lull here. Let's pick it up, boys.
I don't know.
The listeners actually
People are
usually
unsubscribing right now.
No, they usually write about this part of the podcast about how they like this part more than the rest. So we're actually doing pretty good.
How many listeners do you guys have? You don't have to say it on air, but is it a lot? I bet it's a fucking ton.
Yeah, we well, I'm only working 2 jobs now.
Is this one of them?
No, this is not technically a job.
Do you guys? You were saying you're going to kind of slow down and stand up?
No.
No, I thought you said that.
He's
I
saying
said
he's not getting booked.
No one's booking me
Oh.
because I've been working 12 hours a day and I don't go out and I don't email people.
Are you doing mics at all?
I am so tired I barely do. But
Yeah.
I want to more. I'm broke.
Jason, do you have a?
You guys want to go to Three Dead Moose tonight?
I got to do some stuff to get ready for work.
Yeah, I have to go to something I'm not allowed to talk about on the radio.
Sex addiction.
Jason can talk about it.
Sex addiction anonymous.
How long have you been in AA?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I'm a member of the Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous.
That's not still a thing, is it? Where you have to actually not. Every comedian that's in AA has like jokes about it, so it's not really.
They don't say
anonymous
they're in
anymore.
AA though. If you listen,
Really?
they go, "I'm in recovery"
Oh.
or something. I'm in a
Everyone knows what
12-step
that fucking means.
program.
What is the point of
I've
being
been
anonymous?
in.
I don't
To
even-
answer your question,
Yeah.
I've been in recovery from my sex addiction for 2 days.
He just suddenly
Bobby Kinda's gonna love that joke.
he just suddenly remembered what it's like to have sex and realized he's addicted to it.
Yeah, he hears your sex stories and goes home and fucking jacks off.
That's
When that
how
lady
how
texts-
lonely he is. He
I
jacks
get
off
I get
to my
hard
text that he
when a
doesn't
woman
read.
texts me. That can't be normal.
No, I do.
Oh, I guess it's normal.
It's
Okay.
called a new budding relationship.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, yeah,
That's like the most normal thing.
I get boners throughout the day just thinking about it. Getting texted.
I can't find. I can't find a number, Jason. I thought I had one. I'm sorry.
It's okay, dude. We didn't prepare.
Well-
we spent all our time with you transcribing that fucking shit.
Okay, well, we're not allowed to do the fucking Coca-Cola commercial.
No, we can't. Don't say the name.
What if we did just like a shitty one?
You want to shit on
Do you
them?
want to talk about how?
Well, that's the reason why they cut
It is a
us.
shitty. Well, we're cut now, and they're suing us, and it's gonna ruin both of us or whatever. Well, I say burn the
Yeah.
house down.
That's like Louis C.K. when he's like already gonna go down for what he did. He started doing it more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's another thing we got in common with Louis C.K. Like
That and when,
who you
that and
texting,
when women
Blako?
see my body, it
Talking to
ruins
Jeff
their
Sheen
lives.
on the internet.
Oh, what's he into?
He's coming to town end of October.
You should have done that during the announcements.
He wasn't messaging me then. He just messaged me now.
Hey, I got a question for you, Blake.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you have any announcements?
Yeah, I'm talking to the great Jeff Sheen in New York City.
So me and Adam are kind of thinking about, because Coca-Cola dropped us
Yeah.
and they're suing us for all the money they gave us to give it back.
Which was like, it's kind of an embarrassing amount of money
Yeah.
that is way fucking gone.
Yes. We spent it all on your cocaine habit.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. That's why I don't have financial difficulties.
But
We were spending it like we were you and we were around a big pile of cocaine.
let's
You know
be-
that Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it
Yeah.
in the old days, and it
I heard that's
still
why you
does at my
drank a whole
place.
case of it.
But these guys, I mean, you don't like Coke, do you? Like the soda.
Oh, No, I like the other kind of.
It's gross. It's all acidic and shit. And I say fuck them.
Yeah.
I drink.
Fuck 'em.
I drink-
Too acidic.
They'd go. They'd give us. I get fucking 24 packs of Coca-Cola mailed to my house. I guess for like promotional shit or whatever. But I drink it. I quit drinking water for like a month.
Oh, my teeth fell out.
Was that a joke?
Yeah, some people might argue it had the cadence of a joke.
So here's the deal. Fuck Coca-Cola. They dropped us, and I'm ready to say fuck them.
Let's do a commercial.
Do you know why they dropped us? I want to say.
Say it.
At our live show, we accidentally put a picture of us holding cans of Pepsi up.
That's why they dropped you?
Mm-hmm.
Man. Classic mistake, guys.
Yeah. Then they fucking broke the hood ornament off my Cadillac.
Oh, my God.
I woke up with it in my bed, covered in oil.
Yeah. You don't want to make
On my
enemies out of those
pillow.
people.
No,
I started
it's
screaming.
actually been a
On your
fucking
pillow?
nightmare.
Yeah.
I've been having like waking. What's that thing where you wake up and your body's paralyzed?
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis. And I wake up and I just see that fucking polar bear.
From the 90s? That was a golden age of Coca-Cola, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's
You
what
wanna do,
that's the thing. We were represented by Coca-Cola Classic.
Yeah.
Do a
That's the
commercial.
classic one.
That's why they call it classic, because
It's the polar bear one.
well, the '90s were just kind of classic, you know.
Yeah.
So do you want to do?
What do you think about it? Yeah.
We got PTSD from this Coke company, and I've been talking to my therapist. We're gonna empower
I
ourselves
think
and
we should
take
do
it.
a commercial about how bad the product is.
Yeah, because
Will
they
you
dropped
do
us,
that with us, Blakey.
and they sued us.
Yes, I will.
and then they're haunting Adam in his sleep.
Yeah.
You're sleeping fine.
No, I keep waking up with Cadillac hood ornaments in my bed.
They
They're
keep
really
breaking it off?
uncomfortable.
Maybe you
Yes.
should just quit putting it back on, dude.
It's a smart idea because I roll over in my sleep
But
and I
then-
bust a hole in my back.
But then it's kind of
I'm
like
bleeding
they
from my
win.
back, and my cats love blood. They
We-
hop on me and start licking my back.
We can't let them win, though. I say keep
Did I
putting
stop recording?
keep putting the.
I don't know why I even fucking care about it.
It's probably out
Want to make sure you get all of
of
this.
space. You got 2 hours of video on there. The Patreon subscribers are gonna sue us next.
Our podcast is broke. We're getting sued by Patreon.
Coca-Cola Patreon. What's next? This is a sad podcast.
Yeah. A real bummer.
So we're gonna talk shit about Coke now. We're gonna
Yeah.
do an anti-Coke
An
ad.
anti-Coca-Cola classic. ad.
Okay.
Don't drink it, gang.
You want to go first?
Why don't you go first?
I just want to say we used to have this fucking sponsor named Coca-Cola Classic. That shit is trash. It tastes bad. It's too syrupy. You leave it in your car and it turns into like an oily, thick liquid. It's disgusting. I don't like it. And I think if you're ever at a restaurant, you should bring your own Pepsis. Bring them in your pocket, so you don't have to drink their bullshit Coca-Cola bullshit. Say you're at the theme park, gonna go on a roller coaster, and they're like, "Hey, you want a Coke?" You just say no. Drink a water. It's healthier and better anyway. Fuck Coca-Cola. Bye-bye.
Hey, gang, Adam here from Robocop 2. Just taking a little break from the show to say Coca-Cola Classic is bad for your kidneys and liver, and it makes your teeth yellow. And
Ask Adam.
if you're if you're out for a jog trying to get healthy, Coke's bad. It takes some of the calcium out of your bones, and this is a scientific fact. And they advertise that if you leave it in your car and it gets hot or room temperature, it's still going to taste good, and guess what? It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It tastes worse.
When I go to the grocery store, I see that the store's even selling Coca-Cola Classic, I want to go back out to the parking lot and get the gun out of my glove box and go murder one of the cashiers.
That's right.
But I personally still like a Pepsi every now and then. Okay, bye.
All right, your turn.
In mine, the cashier was a white guy.
Woman.
Oh, thank God.
Was it woman or man?
It was a man.
Okay.
A straight white man. And he wasn't the cashier. He owned the jewel.
Fuck.
Straight white men are always in positions of power.
Yeah. It's a shame that that's
For
the way it
example,
is.
you're in a hotel room and you're kind of blocked off by one
What?
straight white man in that
Oh.
situation.
All right. Hey, gang.
You know another straight white man?
Hey, I was starting.
Sorry.
Hey, gang. I don't think you should drink that Coca-Cola product anymore. It's no good. And they were very rude to Adam and Jason, and now Adam's having nightmares about it. And these guys are right. It's too acidic, and it doesn't taste good. And it doesn't taste good warm, or boiling hot, or ice cold.
Starting to sound a lot like mine, but
I was inspired by yours. I like RC Cola. That's the one you gotta get.
Ooh.
That's it. Bye.
okay, let's do one all together just for fun.
Yeah.
Just for fun. This isn't a real take.
It's like after you take a family picture, you take a goofy one, but it's not the Christmas card.
Yeah.
Holiday card. Let's do a 3, a 2, a 1. Hey, gang.
folks at
Adam
home.
here
Gang, it's
from
Blake here
Robocop
from
podcast.
Robocop 3.
We're just taking a moment here to talk about how
I'm here
shitty
to
of
say
a product
that I don't like
Coca-Cola
Coca-Cola.
is.
We're taking a little break
Shittiest
from the show
fucking
today.
product
It's a
ever
little break
had.
for us, but we're
Coca-Cola
here to say
Surprise.
that
It's a
Coca-Cola
bad
Classic
product.
is a great
pedophile group
product. Just
run
kidding.
by
It's
pedophiles.
They sell it to
and
the store for
they
like
have
a
and you
fucking
shouldn't
nickel
give
a
it.
gallon, and then you go
You
into
ever
the
see one of those
Taco
big
Bell
turn
red
and
trucks
around
on the
and
highway? That thing's not
unfair.
full
What
of
is it,
Coke.
like
It's full of little
$4?
kids that
Capitalism at its
transferring from
finest.
state to state for
Which
When I
I
the
really
last time
do
I
believe.
had a
Fucking
Coca-Cola
truck
Classic,
stops.
I think
a woman
that's
broke
disgusting,
my
and
heart.
it breaks.
We should
It's
all consider
disgusting. I
Elizabeth
hate it.
Warren
And
for
I
president.
hate
If she
pedophilia.
makes a run,
And I hate
listen to her
Coca-Cola.
ideas.
I heard
She's
that
never drank Coca-Cola.
Donald
And
Trump-
I think you should never have a Coke.
Everybody's
and
always saying
never
Donald
drink
Trump
it no matter where you go
bathes
because
in
you're supporting
sparkling water,
pedophilia
but I heard it's actually
and
Coca-Cola
animal abuse.
Classic.
You know who drinks a lot of
And
that Coca-Cola
you ever
is
see one of
Brett
them
Kavanaugh
penguins
here.
covered in
Nobody likes
oil?
them these days.
They cause those penguins covered in oil.
The last time I had a
It's time to grow
the
up,
last time I had a
America.
big long
That's what I think
drink of
about that,
Coca-Cola Classic,
And I have no more thoughts
made me have
on
sexual thoughts about children.
Thank you.
To
I
wrap
know
things up,
I
and,
draw
say,
it directly to
try
the,
RC Cola.
my
Royal
experience
Crown.
with
Yeah,
Coca-Cola
have the
Classic.
good Pepsi.
But
It's
guess what?
from Great
When
Britain.
I
sweet
when I have
Pepsi.
a drink of Pepsi Cola, I think about having sex with a independent woman on the left. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That was great.
Blake, did you do your homework?
Did they do? We gave them some homework. Did they do their homework? We gave them some homework. Did they do it?
I wasn't given any homework.
Your homework was
Did
to
you do
show
it?
up yesterday at 2 p.m.
Woo! How about a week ago?
Oh, yeah, I did blow you guys up twice. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I blew
You
you up
seem-
a third
you
time, to
seem
be
really-
completely honest.
Oh, you paid the price.
The last time,
Yeah.
the last time I got blown off twice in a row, I had to block a woman's social media.
The last time Adam got blown off twice in a row is with that fella.
This guy blew me up the other day. It was great.
A lot of people don't know this about me, but I recently had my cock blown off in World War I, and then I started the Third Reich. It's a Hitler joke. He lost it. Yeah. Okay.
He lost his cock?
I think his balls. I don't think he could fuck
I don't know.
afterward.
He had a micro penis, they say.
I think that was just propaganda.
Ah.
But he.
It's a smear campaign against the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't have any. He got his
That's what it's
genitals
called
all
when you have
fucked up
sex
in the
with
war.
a micro penis. You just smear it. Can't quite fuck.
I like a good smear campaign, yeah.
That sounds anti-Semitic.
No, I said I like it.
You can see Blake Burkhart at CYSK every Wednesday at 9 p.m. He hosts the show
9:30.
at 9:30
Do you
p.m.
have
Do you have
It's been
anything
the
else?
same time
Can I ask
forever.
you, if Jordan Peterson asked to do your show, would you have him?
He's not a comedian.
He's funny.
You know what? Yes, we would sell that fucker out in mere minutes.
Yeah.
But and be surrounded by lousy protesters.
When the show sell out,
There'd probably be no hot chicks there.
Yeah. Dude, his fan base tends to look like Adam. I've noticed.
I look okay now. They look more like Jason.
Oh, come on.
When I went to see him,
Hey, easy on Jace.
when I drove to Toronto to see him perform live, it was just me, one handsome guy, and a bunch of fucking chodes.
Did he go talk to the handsome guy?
Yeah. You get his number?
I was the handsome guy.
Oh.
And I got a lot of numbers that night.
I thought there was a comma there.
I got a lot of numbers, but I didn't know how the phones worked in Canada. I had to shut my dad off because it's too expensive once you cross the border.
It's true.
What's the difference between being in Minnesota and Canada? Data plans are a scam. You heard it here first, folks. We'll see you next week.
It was good. Wish the camera was still on for that.
Thanks again for listening to our show, everybody.
Robocop 2, baby.
That's
Did
the
you listen
name.
to the whole? Did you listen to the whole fucking thing? What's the matter with you? Why are you listening to this? Don't tell my dad about any of that stuff in the episode.
Go to our live show May 8th at Gallery Cabaret. I'm worried I didn't say it in the
We
intro.
didn't say maybe the date or the venue in the intro.
Gallery Cabaret May 8th.
May
Our
8th.
guest is Dale McPeak live.
We definitely didn't say Dale McPeak in the intro.
It doesn't matter.
It's fine.
Dale's not a draw. So, if you like Blake, check out his podcast, Blake and Bobby Go to the Movies. And
You
then,
don't like Blake so much, why don't you marry him?
yeah, good point.
How about this? If you like Blake, why don't you put in a good word for your old buddy Adam? Why don't you send Blake an email and say, you should really think about giving that Adam guy a chance. He's made a lot of progress in the last couple of years. I'm driving to Missouri in about 6 hours to ask my parents for money. Well, you know what else I'm gonna ask my parents for is a nice big 12-pack of Pepsi.
Get the cans.
Cola. The
Cola for your
this
generation.
We were watching Robocop, and we thought it was a really good movie. Then we were watching Robocop 3, and we thought there should be a Robocop 2. Robocop 2, Robocop 2, Robocop 2, Robocop 2.